This is J. Krishnamurti's fourth discussion with students at Rishi Valley in 1983.
What should we talk about? What would you like to discuss?
Sir, can we actually relate with nature?
Big one.
Can we relate with nature?
Are you asking what is the relationship between yourself and nature?
Yes, something like
What do you think it is? What do you call nature? You are living in this rather nice valley, quite beautiful, with ancient rocks, probably one of the oldest hills in the world. And all the trees and the banyan trees and the rocks and so on. What's your relationship to all that?
You're part of it.
Huh?
You're part of it.
You're part of it. Are you part of the mountain? Part of those rocks? And the dry riverbed? You asked that question, sir. What's your answer? Do you look at any of those trees?
maybe just looking, sir.
Huh?
Maybe just looking.
Yes. Do you go and sit under it, look at it quietly, listen to the sound of it? As the breezes come, listen to the movement of the leaves. What's your relationship to all this? Not only nature, which includes the animals, the trees and the riverbeds and the rocks and the grass and everything around you, but also the environment is your society. Environment of these hills. Ecologically, you know what they're ecologically, and also environmentally. What's your relationship to all that, to the world? The nuclear bombs?
I'm not sure of it.
Huh?
I'm not sure of my relation.
You're not sure of your relationship with the nature. Huh? Are you sure what your relationship with the world is? No. Are you sure of your relationship with your father and mother? With your sisters, brothers, aunts and uncles?
I'm not too sure. Excuse me. What is relationship? Should we?
What does relationship mean? You're asking. Don't ask me, let's find out. It's easy to ask questions and then forget all about it. But what do you mean by relationship? To be related to. You're related to your father and mother, right? Your aunt and uncles and all the rest of it. What does that relationship mean? Apart from blood relationship, you understand? You are the son of Mr. So-and-so, mother and father, right? You are the. So, what do you mean by relationship?
Being a part of, being connected to. Being a part of or being connected to.
Yes, being connected to. What does that mean? Go on. Don't make a statement. Stop there. What does it mean to be related to your father and mother? Are you related to your father and mother? Apart from that, you are his daughter or his son? Are you related to him?
We're friends.
Huh?
We're friends.
What does that mean, friends?
Live together.
Are you frightened of your parents? Huh? No, careful, careful. Don't answer no immediately.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
You are.
Yes.
Would you generally agree? Huh?
Yes.
Or why would you agree to that? That you're all rather frightened of your parents.
Not actually frightened, sir. It will not be fright. It is.
You're nervous.
Yeah.
You're rather shy.
Yeah.
You're rather withdrawing. Right? Would you agree to all that?
Yeah.
Withdrawing, rather shy, and rather respectful through fear. Would you agree to all that? Now, do you call that relationship? When I'm a little bit nervous, shy, reserved, keep everybody at arm's length. You understand? Would you call that relationship?
Yeah. Because that implies that there is a block between
Of course.
myself
And the other person. I'm nervous of my father. Shy, reserved, and can't talk to him freely. I'm not open to him.
Then why is it we use the word relationship to describe whatever it is between us?
I'm going to come to that in a minute, just a minute. So, relationship, you normally understood, means this, right? Agree to this? And do you call that relationship? When you're nervous, frightened, slightly frightened, can't talk freely.
Can't be a relationship.
Huh?
It cannot be a relationship.
So, then therefore it's not a relationship.
I don't know, sir. I don't know what relationship is.
What?
I don't know what relationship is. So,
Yes, now we're going to find out.
so I don't know whether this is a relationship or not.
I don't know, would you call that a relationship?
I don't know.
So let's find out. As long as I'm frightened of you, shy of you, I've created a block between you and myself. Right? And therefore what happens? I can't communicate with you. Right? I don't feel happy about it. What creates the block? Why have I fear, shy, reserved? Why am I shy, reserved, keeping my parents at arm's length, carefully watching?
Probably because we don't want to make them unhappy.
So you don't want to make them unhappy.
She's scared to have a relationship.
What?
Scared to have one. Scared to let them get too close to you.
Scared to have a relationship.
Yes, scared,
Tradition.
frightened.
We always been told respect your parents, and
Huh?
we always been told obey your parents, respect your
I know.
parents.
Obey your parents, respect them, obey them.
So we don't want to.
You don't actually do that. You're reserved. You see, yeah, you pretend. Right? Would you agree to all this? Right, sir?
Not completely, sir.
Huh?
Not completely.
What don't you agree completely with what?
What we are discussing is only the negative aspects.
Huh?
What we are discussing is the negative aspect of it.
Is what?
The negative aspect. That is
One
the,
aspect of it.
yes.
Negative aspect.
What's the positive?
There exists a sentimental love or something like that.
What?
Sentimental
Would
loves.
Don't put your chin there, so I can't then. What?
There exists some loves, sir. The so-called love.
So-called love. Now, what do you mean by that?
I think we do share something.
Can love exist when there is fear?
No, sir.
Huh? When I'm shy of you, nervous of you, I might be scolded. Can there be this sense of affection, love?
I think yes.
Huh?
I think yes.
Yes? So you are saying fear, reserve, go with love.
We may not go with love,
Then
but it doesn't mean that we don't like them.
what?
It doesn't mean that we don't like them.
No, of course not. But we are talking. Now let's come back. Wait a minute, I'll come back. What do you mean by relationship now? Let's come back to that. I'm related to my father. He has given me money, educated me, and I'm his son, and he tells me what to do, whom to marry, and career. It's all settled for me, right? He settled all that for me. Because he says, I know better than you do. Right? He tells me, I know far better. My life, I've lived longer than you have. I know much more about life than you do. You just follow what I tell you. And it's rather bullying, rather aggressive, right? So I follow him. Right? I marry whom he wants me to marry, and the job he offers me, and so on. All that you call a relationship, right? Right? Right, sir? All that. Affection, bullying, scolding, persuading, asking you, please, I'm your father, I know better than you do, follow what I'm... All that you call relationship? Huh? What is a relationship?
When you relate to each other.
Huh?
When you relate to each other, when you coordinate with each other.
When you relate to each other, when you coordinate with each other.
Are you related to your father and mother? Be simple. Don't pretend. No? You're not. See how frightened you are.
No, I'm not.
No, leave it. Are you related to me?
So by relationship, don't you mean, isn't it all our feelings and the way we feel
Yes,
about
sir.
them?
Feeling, anger, jealousy. You've all related. Are you, say, I'm talking to you now. Are you related to me?
Yes.
Huh? Huh?
Yes.
In what way?
I have some feelings about you and what you're telling and I'm
No,
receiving.
no. That means what? Would you listen to a man who is not sitting here?
I have some.
No, sir, you wouldn't. Would you?
What do you mean by saying I would listen to a man who's...
Come on, sir. It's a very simple question. A stranger comes to you and tells you all this. Would you listen to him?
I don't think I would.
No, you wouldn't. Be simple. You wouldn't.
So if I would,
Why? Why? Just admit why.
because I have an idea about you,
A picture,
and
an
I'm
image.
relating to that idea.
Just listen, darling. You have a picture about me, you have an image about me, you have a reputation about me. So all that, that is the image you have about me, and to that image you are related. Right? Agree? To the image that you have about your father, mother, to that image you are related. Okay? Do you see that? Fact. That's a fact. And the father has an image about you. Right? So, the relationship is between these two images. The father has an image about you, his son or daughter, and the daughter or the son has an image about the father or the mother. So, relationship is between these two images.
But sir,
That's a fact, is it not?
yeah, it is. But hasn't that image come out of the person? Suppose now I have looked at you and then I have come to know that, I have formed an image of you. So isn't it out of you that I've got the image?
You have made an image about me, you don't know me. I might be the greatest crook. Say one thing and go into my room do something totally different. How do you know me? So please see the importance of this. You have an image about your father and mother, and the father and the mother have an image about you. That's a fact, right? Now, relationship is between these two images. They don't actually know you, do they?
No.
No, at last. And you don't know them either. But you have made images about them.
I think I know what they are.
Huh?
I think I know.
Yes, you think you know what they are.
They
What you think has come about by forming an image about them. So they have an image about you. So two images have a relationship, not actually. So what happens when when the father has an image about me, and I have an image about him? What happens between these two images?
I always look at him through the image.
Yes.
And
Go
so
on.
I don't see what he actually is.
Yes. So what
The
happens?
relationship is not true. That's not proper relationship.
So what happens, sir?
There
We
can be
get-
conflict.
Huh?
There can be a conflict.
Now, follow that up. Follow it up.
A conflict between what?
Conflict between the images.
The two
of
images.
Because he's not the true. He's not the image.
Go on. Follow it up.
Sir, when I see that that's not actually the relationship, I'm scared. When she sees that is not actually the relationship, she's scared.
She's scared. We'll come to that presently. Go step by step. What happens when I have an image about them and they have an image about me? What takes place actually?
There's some unpleasantness.
Huh?
There's some unpleasantness.
Unpleasant.
Which means, what do you mean by unpleasant?
He may ask me to do something which I don't like, so
No,
Since he sees me only through the image that he has formed, he will say, you do this, this is
Oh
your
boy,
capacity.
he has said just now, when the images are not real, are they?
We get hurt.
You get hurt. Wait a minute. He said the word conflict. Why? Why did he say the word conflict? Examine it. Why is there conflict between people?
Because what you are yourself, that the other person doesn't know what you are. Therefore, he knows only an image of you.
Yes.
Therefore, when he sees you through that image and not what you are, there's bound to be conflict between that.
He behaves according to the image of you.
Yeah.
So,
He behaves-
have you learned that? Huh? Have you seen the fact of that? So, when the parents have an image and I have an image about them, relationship doesn't exist. Only ideas, images exist. And therefore there must be contradiction. Do you get this?
Yes, sir.
Clear? There must be contradiction.
I don't even have relationship with myself then.
We'll come to that. So first, you've raised, keep your question, will you, for a minute? I'll ask you off, don't forget it. So, conflict takes place when there is relationship between images. Are you clear on this?
No, sir.
Huh?
I'm not clear, sir.
Huh?
I'm not clear about it.
He's not clear. So you have a picture about me, and I have a picture about you, right? The picture is made up of what you have said about me and what I have said about you. You understand how images are built? I've lived with who here? With Radhika ji for the last, I've known her for the last 20, 30 years, right? And in that relationship, I have built an image about her, right? Right, sir? And she has built an image about me, right? Yes, sir? So, she doesn't know me, I don't know her, but we have built images about each other. Now, when I have an image about her and she has an image about me, there's a contradiction in myself. I am one thing and I have an image about her. Do you see this?
No.
Huh?
I am one thing and I have an image about her.
Yeah. I have an image about her. I don't know her, but I have an image about her. What happens? And she doesn't know me, but she has built an image about me. Therefore, two images are related. What are images? Go, all right, step by step. What are images? Pictures, ideas, what are they?
They're not the thing itself.
Huh?
They're not the thing itself.
They're not the thing itself.
They're a copy of something.
No, that's right. They are not the actual at all.
It is
So there is a contradiction, right? The contradiction is between the actual and the image. I wonder
An image is something from the past.
from the past, image is from the past. She scolded me. I remember that. She flattered me. So I have built through many, many days or many years an image about her. And she has built an image about me because she has known me for a number of years. So what happens? There is the image about her and there is an image about me. And these two images are related. But I am not related to her. Right? So there is a contradiction in myself. Is this clear?
How do you say in yourself?
Huh?
Only when I meet her, will there be a contradiction?
If you understood it, have you? Careful now. Explain it to him. It's good training to make you understand for yourself, not because I tell you. See the importance and the illusory sense of relationship. Do you know the meaning of the word illusion means? Huh? Do you? No, careful, you don't. The root meaning of it, the etymological meaning of it, is to play with something. Do you understand? Illusions are something you play with. They have no actuality, but you play with them. Imagine, like playing tennis without the ball or the racket. You understand? So leave that for the moment.
You,
Huh?
you're not clear this point. Like, there is a conflict when we relate another person, but how do you say the contradiction is in you itself?
Contradiction there is in me because I have an image about her. Right? I don't know her.
When I start relating with her, there's conflict arises in me.
That's right. So I am always in conflict in my relationship with others, as long as I have an image about them. Clear this point? What's the next step? Go on. What's the next question to ask?
So the blocks will develop.
Just listen to my question, old boy. Carefully listen. We have reached a point now where we both see the truth that where there are images on both sides, there must be conflict. We agreed to this? Now, what's the next question?
Is it possible to
bring
stay
images.
without images?
What?
Is it possible to be without images?
That's it. No, go a little more closer. Ask another question. Go on, investigate.
Is it possible to see the other person?
No, listen carefully.
Why do the images arise at all?
That's the question. Why do the images rise at all? And is it possible to live without images? Right? You are asking that question. I'm not asking it. You are clear? Why do images arise? Who creates them?
We create them.
Who is we?
It's our ideas and our.
No, careful, sir. Listen carefully. Who creates the images?
Our experiences with that person.
Huh?
Our experiences with that person creates our images. From our experiences we get the image.
You see, your experiences have created the image.
Yeah.
Now, that means what? Your father, your mother scolded you or beaten you or got angry with you. You remember that? It's recorded in the brain and that creates the image. Right? Right? Clear on this? You are thinking, I'm not thinking for you. So, who creates the image?
We just said someone else.
Careful. Think it out carefully, old boy. Don't jump to conclusions. Go into it carefully.
Our memories of these experiences.
What?
Our memories are of these experiences.
So these experiences themselves have created the image. Right?
Not necessarily the experience, sir.
Huh?
Not necessarily the experience, but it's the memory of the experience which
is the image.
The memories.
You're getting it. Right? keep at it. Don't move away from it. Are the experiences different from memory? This little go slow. I must go slowly. I must go much.
So isn't it again the image of the experience you have?
What?
The image of the experience you have.
Look, she scolded me yesterday or flattered me yesterday. Right? That's an experience, isn't it? And it's recorded in the brain. Right? She scolded me. So, I've created that very flattery, that very insult has created the image. That's all. Right? Agree? Do you see this for yourself? I'm not telling you. Huh?
Yes.
So, what is experience? When you say, I have had an experience, what do you mean by that word?
Something which has never happened to you. Something new.
Something that has occurred in the past.
Yes, go on. I have had an experience when I was driving a car and ran into another car. I was not attentive. The accident is an experience, right? Right? Now go further. Ask more. Go on.
The experience is then always from the memory of the past.
Experience is memory of the past.
The experience is in the memory of the past.
It is the past.
Now, Kev, what are you saying? Experience is memory of the past.
Experience is experience.
Slowly. Take time. Experience
is in the memory of
yes.
past.
I had an accident yesterday. I remember that. The remembrance of that accident is stored in the brain.
Memory itself is experience.
No. From the experience, I have a memory.
The content of the memory is experience.
Yes. Content of the experience is stored in the memory, as memory.
As memory. Yeah.
Right. Now, go on, ask a further question. Go on.
So it's the past.
Don't be silent. Go on, all of you.
So it's the past. That is, we are going back to the past again and again. We are
Yes.
again switching to past.
So we are living
Living in the past, sort of.
No, I think when you think of living in the past, it is where experience keep on happening to us every day.
Yes.
And
Do you find something in experience?
I find something new.
Listen carefully. My question, you people don't listen. Listen carefully first. Scientists are having experiences, aren't they? They try, they have hypothesis, they work it out. If it doesn't suit, they go to another. They're experiencing all the time, right? Which means what?
In experience, you find knowledge.
Yes. I'm a scientist. I have certain theories. I test it, and I see it doesn't work, and I go on next. That is what happens. My experience, my theories are limited. They are not complete. If they were complete, they would be, no. So I go on to the next. So I find, inquire. I find that all experiences are limited.
So all knowledge is limited.
Of course. So you have found that? Don't repeat what I said. Have you found out for yourself?
Yes.
All un moment, wait, sir, wait. All experiences are limited, and therefore all knowledge is limited. Is that a fact to you?
Yes.
Fact, not because don't repeat what I said.
Okay, in the discovery of that, what does that imply?
We'll come to that. We'll first see what is implied in this. All experience, physical experience, psychological experience, sensory experiences, sexual experience, and so on, are always limited.
Because you want more and more of them.
Yes. And not only that, when the experience knowledge is limited, what happens? You're not asking the questions. I'm asking you the questions.
We live a very limited, because we live only through knowledge. We live only very limited.
Sir, what happens when it's limited?
So
When anything is limited, what takes place?
if something is limited, there seems to be a line between something and something else.
There's
A
no
division.
growth.
Which means what? Put it in your own way.
So we are
I
not
feel
new
that-
anymore.
Huh?
We are not new anymore.
We are not new anymore.
No. Just go slowly. You think it out for yourself. Use your brain.
I think we are not.
I live in a small house with a little garden. My backyard is very small. That's very limited, isn't it?
Yes.
Right? And when I'm thinking about myself all day long, it's very limited. Now, what happens when there is limitation?
There is conflict.
Huh?
Conflict.
Why?
Because you can't see past the boundaries.
No, she's asked. She said conflict. Why?
You think of yourself as one part, and then
Listen carefully. You don't answer too quickly. Think it out. India is limited, right? Isn't it? Because geographically, historically, and factually, it's limited. And there is Pakistan on the other side, limited. And Bangladesh on the other side, limited. China is limited. So what happens when there is limitation? Careful, think it out. See what is happening in this country.
There are boundaries.
Just a minute, sir. Just a minute. We said that an image comes out of an experience.
Darling, we've gone beyond that.
No, just a minute. An experience is limited.
Yes.
So your image is also limited.
Of course.
And relationship comes out of your image. So
Yes.
that is also limited.
Yes.
And that is no relationship.
No. What happens then?
There is conflict.
That's all I'm telling you. Anything that's limited must create conflict.
Well, how about
Have you understood this? Not, I won't answer your question till you have understood this. I am limited. I'm thinking about myself. You are thinking about yourself. She's thinking about herself. What happens between us? There must be conflict. Disagreement, conflict. So India is limited. And Pakistan is limited. So there's wars between them. So where there is limitation, there is division, and so conflict. Got this? Clear for yourself. I'm not telling you.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
You see this for yourself? So you are no longer an Indian. If you see the fact that being an Indian is limited and therefore bound to create conflict, wars, you say, I don't want wars. You're no longer a Hindu. Right? Would you go as far as that? Would you say to your parents, sorry, your dad, boys, I'm no longer a Hindu or an Indian? They'll kick you, won't they?
Yes, sir.
Huh? Have got the guts to say, look, this is a fact. This creates war. This creates antagonism, hatred. Right?
So, but isn't that violence in itself to
No.
push your thing down?
No, I know. I'm sticking to something that's true, factual.
It
That's
is
not
true,
mine.
but isn't it possible for one to be gentle and still
I mean,
do that?
you can be put
Not
on
soft,
kid,
not
put on
soft.
kid gloves and say, look, but you stick to facts. I can say it very gently. Please, father, daddy, whatever you call your father and mother, explain to them if they will listen to you how limitation causes war, because limitation is divisive, right? Divides. Therefore, as I want to live a peaceful life, I'm not going to create wars. Therefore, I'm no longer a Hindu.
But they probably won't listen.
Huh?
They probably won't listen.
that's the material.
So your idea is different
No,
from
no,
their idea.
say, take your time.
It's not,
Is this an
it's
idea?
not an
It's a
idea.
fact, isn't it?
No, I mean, okay, your views differ from
Why,
theirs.
it's not a view.
It's not a fact.
It's a fact.
So you won't fight with them either. It won't
No,
hurt you.
wait, sir, this is a fact, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And both of us call it recorder. Right? We call that microphone, both of us. There's no quarrel about that. But if we say that's a giraffe, huh? And you say, for God's sake, what's the matter with you? Then there will be conflict. Follow? Either I say you're cuckoo, that's not a giraffe, that's a microphone. So, if you stick to facts, then you're safe. And you tell your parents very quietly, gently, but stick to facts. They'll come round to you if you're honest. If you say, this is, I have learned, I have seen the truth of it, that where there is limitation, there must be division, and where there is division between a husband and wife, between one nation and another nation, there must be conflict. That's a fact. Not because I say so.
For me to see that being a Hindu is limited, I have to begin right here, that I myself am limited.
Yeah, begin with that. Begin first, have a criteria by which to measure. You understand? Wait, listen to carefully. You see, you already have an answer.
No, I wasn't answering.
Look, unless you judge, look at the world, what is happening actually. Russia on one side, America on the other. Right? Russia with its Marxist ideals, and on the other, democratic free ideals. Now, they both are ideas, symbols, ideals. So two ideals are fighting each other. Are you clear on this? So,
Images, two images.
huh?
Can I say images?
Two images.
Same thing, sir, two images. But the Russians stick to their image.
The Americans to that.
And not only Americans, you. Don't blame the Americans. Everybody is sticking to their ideals. Ideals are created by thought. And thought is limited because based on experience and so on. So, let's come back. As long as you have images about anybody, as parents or your wife or your friend, there are bound to be conflict.
A second.
Huh?
1 second.
Clear?
No, I just want to clarify one thing. If I cause an image about you,
Huh? Yes.
if I cause an, whatever it is, the image which I see through you causes conflict. I'm seeing through an image, I'm seeing you through an image. And that causes conflict.
Yeah. What? The image. I don't understand.
You're saying seeing you through the image causes
Of
conflict.
course, how about it?
And if persons stick to their image, if you are like the image yourself.
If you have no images, what happens?
You see the truth.
Then I can never say I have known.
If you have no image about me and I have no image about you, what happens?
I see you new every time.
There's no contradiction because there's nothing to contradict.
You don't watch. Have you got an image about your father? Of course.
Yes. I don't see him as a...
Wait, sir. And do you realize having that image about your parents creates conflict? Therefore, your question is, can I live without those images? And who creates those images?
So, but with those images, we feel a little bit secure. We can depend on those images too.
Why?
I mean, it's like that. It's happening in me. I don't know.
Yes, why? Because much safer to live with an image rather than without an image.
I can bank on the image.
That's it, yes. Bank on it. It gives you security.
Right.
That means the image is unreal.
The image is unreal.
You are living with an illusion and say,
Yeah, but doesn't the brain require a certain amount of security?
is there security when you're in perpetual conflict with your parents?
Well, there's a whole year, block the whole year and another whole year. Go on.
What?
I mean, like, I have a conflict and then I settle it and again I have.
I said, sir, as long as you have an image, as long as you are limited, thinking about yourself from morning till night, limited. That limitation creates division. That division creates conflict. Now, if you like to live that way, do it. I'm not asking you to change. If you say that gives me comfort, I feel safe in my conflict, in my images, in my limitation. Live that way. But if you say that there must be a different way of living, which is without limitation, without division, without conflict, then there is totally a different world. Perhaps there is more security there than here. So, let's come back. Do we understand each other what relationship means?
It means to look at one without an image.
First of all, sir, you have an image. Can you be free of that image? It clicks by itself.
Yes.
Who creates the image? Look, sir, she said to me yesterday, "You are brute." She called me a name that's registered, right, in the brain. That registration is memory. So I meet you tomorrow with that memory. So that memory being limited is divisive. And therefore there must be conflict between you and me. Right? Now I'm asking, who creates these images?
Something inside ourselves that creates the image. I look at you. There's the actuality of that thing sitting there.
No.
Our limited experience.
No, just listen. She yesterday insulted me. And that is registered as memory. That memory meets her tomorrow. That memory is limited, therefore I'm in conflict with her. Right? Now what is that memory? How does it happen?
Just thoughts, sir.
Huh?
Just think. I mean, the way you think, all the thoughts that cause your images.
Oh boy, just listen carefully. You do not listening. She called me, she insulted me yesterday. Right? That's registered in the brain as memory. Right? Right? I meet her tomorrow. What do I meet her? With my memory of yesterday's insult. Right? So there must be conflict between us.
So, but why do you take it as an insult?
Huh?
Why do you regard that as an insult?
Has it stopped? Yes. Sorry, to stop a minute. Make something. No, don't push it. There. Master. Which is B, that's right.
So, this memory of the insult is caused because our own image about ourselves is hurt. Our ego is hurt.
That's right too, but listen first. I've registered that. I'm asking, why should it register at all?
The action of the person has caused it to register.
Listen, old boy, you're not answering my question. She insulted me yesterday. And it's registered. And I see that registration is limited. And therefore creates conflict. Now I'm asking myself, Why should the brain register that?
Because it has hurt you.
Have you understood my question?
Yes, yes. Why should you register what she said at all?
Yeah, at all.
Because
Yes, answer.
because what you're living today, you're living because of the past.
Yeah, go on.
Because what you're thinking of now is what is in the past. Therefore,
So what happens? So you are the past.
you are the past. That's
Huh?
right. That's right.
Do you see this? You are the past. You are memories.
My whole ideals, my images.
Of course, the whole of it is the past.
Past.
So, but we haven't yet, I mean, I don't know yet why I register that, why it registers, I mean, you just said,
No, I guess that's because you don't like to be insulted.
So you don't go step by step. She insulted me yesterday. It's registered as memory. Next question I would ask is, why should there be registration of that insult?
If you want,
Careful, answer my question. Why should I register that? And she flattered me yesterday, and I registered that too, right? Why? Flattery I like. Please. And if she insulted me, I don't like it, but still registered. What?
When you explain the function of the brain is to register.
The function of the brain is to register. Quite right. Why? Ask more. Huh?
it's conditioned so that you can live
Which means what?
the next day.
Which means what? Listen carefully. You just throw out words. You don't examine. I'm tired of she's repeating. Huh? Insult, registered. And I'm asking myself, why should the brain register flattery or insult?
Because it has already made an image of what is good, what it likes, and what it doesn't.
No, darling, you're not. You're too quick to answer. You're not investigating. Right? You're not saying, what? Why does it register?
So,
Careful now. Careful. Think it out carefully. Don't throw out any old thing. Why should the brain register? Wait a minute. And somebody said just now, it's the function of the brain to register. Right?
So that
Listen. Why does it register?
the next day, when you meet her, you have to know what she is.
I don't know what she is.
No, but she has insulted you.
That is therefore what happens. You look, old boy, you are not on thinking.
You look into the past, see.
Listen.
so are not both this registering of flattery and registering of this insult are not both reactions?
That's all.
So essentially they are the same.
So they're both the same. That's understood. They're both reactions.
But
Right?
why register the
Are you
reaction?
clear? Sir, she said, you don't listen to her. I listen to her. She said, both are reactions.
Both are the same.
So both are the same.
Right.
Fame and shame are the same.
The feeling of
And you don't listen. You're repeating. Sorry, I'm not scolding you. Listen, sir. She said, it's a reaction. Flattery I like. It's a reaction. Insult I don't like. Both are reactions. Right? It is the function of the brain to react. Otherwise, when you see danger, if you don't react, you fall. It's the function of the brain to react. Right? Right? Now, why should it react to this? And not why put it out and say, find out for yourself whether you can live without reaction. understood what?
Does this mean?
Listen, have you listened to what I'm saying? I reacted. Flattery and insult. And it's also, I know, the function of the brain is to react. Because unless it reacts, it can never know what is dangerous. A cobra, if I don't react to it, it might be bitten me, might bite me. So reaction is a form of self-protection. I'm getting tired?
No.
It's a form of self-protection, right? Otherwise, I would die. That's natural. Now, why should I record insult or flattery?
We have been forced to do it, sir.
Huh?
We have been forced from the beginning. We have been forced from the beginning.
That means, are you saying you have been trained from the beginning to react?
Condition.
No, I said to you, you don't listen. I said to you, it must react. Cobra. If it doesn't react, it might bite you. If you see a precipice, if you don't react, you might fall over. If you see a bottle called poison and you take it, you must react to that.
So we
Right?
have been conditioned for years to react. I mean, the function of the brain is to react.
We've said that, sir. But why should it keep on reacting to this? Flattery and insult, flattery and insult. Could there be reaction only to danger, but not to this kind of stuff? You understand my question? Think it out.
Sir, can I ask a slightly different question?
No, no. Unless you have understood this, I won't move. Because it's very important to understand this for yourself.
Sir, don't we react because he throws an insult at me? All these days I was thinking I was something, one thing.
I have an image about myself.
About myself. And
You
when
have.
the moment she tells you're a brute or you're a fool, my image is shattered. Means
Quite
I
right.
don't
You
like
have found out something. Good. That means what? Can you live without an image about yourself? And therefore no reaction. And go into it, sir. You get the point? Be clear. Work at it. That is, as long as I have an image,
I will react.
I will react to flattery and insult. If I have no image about myself, she can call me fool, you're an ass, you're this, you're that.
You will react.
So, have you learned that?
Does this mean,
Huh?
1 second, if there's no reaction for any act from the others, does this mean that the person is passive?
Thus I said, if you have no image about yourself, there is no reaction.
So, but you just said that reaction was necessary, sir.
Huh?
That's only instinctive reaction.
You just said that reaction was necessary.
Huh?
That's what she said.
Reaction is necessary.
Reaction, instinctive reaction is.
I'm glad you make you think about all this.
But if
Reaction is necessary, right? Cobra, a precipice, a dangerous animal, a poisonous bottle, all that. Bottle contains poison, you must react to it. Otherwise you might take the poison and die. Right? But as long as I have a image about myself, I will react. Right? And that reaction is going to create conflict. I like flattery, and when you call me a fool, I don't like it because I have an image about myself. You get all this?
So, but then why do you react to flattery?
Huh?
Why do you react to flattery?
That people like that. People do. Why do you react?
What do you mean like it?
Like and dislike. Reward and punishment. Right? When she flatters me, it's a reward. When she doesn't, it's a punishment. Right? Got all this?
So then,
So,
why do we have an image of ourselves?
that's the question. Now, why do you have an image about yourself? Are you aware you have images about yourself? Huh? Right here.
So, be more aware of it only when your relationships with them, when you get
Good
hurt.
boy. Forget. Have you an image about yourself? Yes, of course. Everybody has it. Don't be ashamed of it. Now, ask the next question. Why do you have an image about yourself? It's a serious question. Think it out. Take time. Don't just throw out words. Why do you have image about yourself? You may have dozen images, not just one. Careful, don't answer yet. I don't listen to you to answer quickly. Why do you have images at all?
Because we prefer not to look at actuality.
Is it because we want to be something else apart from what we are?
Go on. I listen. Go on.
You like to think of yourself as being something.
What's that?
You like to think of yourself as being something.
Yes.
And you think
Yes.
that.
Go on. She said that. Go on. Put some more.
We seek security, sir.
What?
We seek security.
No, wait. Have you listened to her? She said, in having an image about yourself, it gives you security.
But sir,
Have you realized that? That having an image about yourself creates security.
yes. But if that image can be shattered, what security is there?
None.
Then why do we seek security in an
But
image?